Good girl, Molly. Hello. Hey Tom, how you doing? Raining a little bit out here. It sometimes happens in Florida. Okay, Mom. Hey Rob, what's up? Trying to cook this a little bit. We had some real heavy rain come through and storms a little bit ago. A lot of thunder. There was tornado warnings and stuff. It was kind of cool, considering I didn't have to get involved. Lost electricity and internet for a minute or two. Maybe a little bit. How you doing today, Rob? How you doing, Rob? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty good. My eyes still haven't healed a damn bit. I think they're getting worse, to be honest with you. Doctors won't see you without money, and if they see you, they'll write you a prescription. You can't pick up the prescription with cash key code. Money. You get sick, you die. I don't give a bleep a do. So you kind of covered up with whatever you can find around the house to not be miserable on your little trip out of Worth. I haven't looked up this is what they call, if you got some advice on this, let me know. It's London broil beef biscuit, brisket, whatever. London broil, I don't know, about 2 or 3 inches thick and about this big around. Salt, pepper. I put a little bit of honey on top of it. Flip. You know, that's when it's cold. And then pepper and wrap aluminum foil and cook. I tried slicing it and making sandwiches, but it's got too much. It needs to melt more, I guess you call it. This is a brisket, no matter what it is, it's beef. And if the outside's got some gristle or whatever, I'll just carve that out and Molly can have it. It's all food, it just needs to be cooked. I wrap in so much aluminum foil, after a while I'll flip it over. It's set right now. It's running about, it's about 325. I just basically started it when you said hello, so it's only been in there for 8 minutes, maybe at tops. I figure at least a half hour. It's a London broil. It's a London broil beef. It's called a London broil. I don't know. It's a brisket. Big chunk of beef. It's supposed to be cooked in the oven, I think. I tried slicing it, but I think they call it a London broil, which kind of indicates it's probably supposed to be in the oven. And that's an oven for all intents and purposes with aluminum foil around it. But it's only been in there for 8 minutes. I got the back door open because it's really nice and warm in here. 350 freaking degrees. I can live with that. It's raining, but the thunder stopped. It's raining, but the thunder stopped. Little bro? Little bro. Little bro. Little bro. That sounds like something Cheech and Chong would say. Little bro. What up, little bro? Little bro. I cut it in half and only doing half of 4 pounds. So that's 2 pounds. I don't know. I don't. I'm guessing on the temperature. Most things cook about 300, 325, 350. I mean, unless you get like, I don't know. It seemed like, I don't know. Everybody says, what do you cook it at? I said, yeah, around 300. Got a little temperature gauge. It's right at exactly 300 right now. I washed my knives off because I cut stuff. And I put them on top of that 300-degree temperature heat to dry them off. And people say, go ahead, use the washcloth. They're like, dude, it's freaking sterilized. That's 300 degrees. You can't even touch that. And I washed off the cutting board and put it also on there. You can see steam coming off of it from here. Look at that steam coming off of that. I don't know if you can see it. Just steam coming right off of that piece of wood right there. Keeping everything clean. I like these wooden handle butcher knives and stuff better than them plastic ones. You don't have to worry so much about them melting, particularly. Because, like, you know, the way I'm drying them up on 300-degree temperature, you put the plastic one on, it'll melt on top of that grill. You put a wooden one on with a little bit of water on it, it'll just steam. It ain't likely to catch fire or end up nothing else but. And the blade of the shank goes all the way through the handle in the wooden part. So it's, you know, it's drawing that moisture out of there, keeping it all non-rusty. I need a chair out here, but I don't have one. I don't know if this will hold me or not. I got tools stacked all over my chairs, I guess. There we go. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that worked pretty good. I have potatoes. I don't have any greens. I got mixed vegetables, potatoes. Beets. I have beets also. I like beets though. It's got like a red color to it. Looks like, man, you put beets in something, it looks like it's just bleeding. Like, nope, that's just beet juice. I'd like to get this to medium, but I'll have to cut it open to see what it looks like. I don't have any flour to make gravy out of. I can borrow a cup, but I don't really know how to make gravy very well. It takes a whip thingy or diligence with a fork and a spoon. I'll just be proud if this don't kill me, honest with you. I'm not so great at cooking. I gotta go put this back in the kitchen before it gets too hot. I think I'll probably, I can't tell medium rare from not. It's in a little thing and I don't know the time. It's been on for about 15, 20 minutes. It went up to 400 and then it dropped it back down to 350. Now it's sitting at about 300. I want it to cook kind of slow so the juices will kind of melt together. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to bring the heat up a little bit, back up to about 350 or something like that, maybe a little closer to 400. Then open it, flip it, and then seal it back down and then save some electricity, whatever this is. Propane. That way I got to make sure that I didn't accidentally turn this off too. So now I'm just basically bringing this back up to a heating cycle. All three burners are on high right now. All three burners are on high right now. It's running about 275. Seems a little cool. But the brisket's in here. It's only here. I just have a big piece of aluminum foil. So I just kind of figured that'll work. Put it back on there. Yeah, see, it's at 300 now. I'll try to keep it at 300 for a while, and then I'll slice it open and see what it looks like. I figure 15 minutes on one side and 15 minutes on the other side. Slice it open and check it. It's the best I can figure. Yeah, I mean, I love to figure it out. The problem is later on in life when I figure out how I cooked it, I got to remember it next time I have the opportunity to buy that kind of meat again. Because what I do is not recipe. You know, I can't write down a recipe like about that much honey, about that much salt, about that much pepper, about this much garlic. Oh yeah, it's very very expensive. I just don't want to overcook it. I don't want it overcooked. It's my cur- current dilemma. Smells good. That's messy. Now that's too rare. That's not nearly cooked. Yeah, that's going to take a lot more time than that. I think it's going to need 375 for a while. Yeah, I opened it up. It's not cooked. I gotta go wash my hands. Barbecue sauce. I almost feel like I should have charred the outside first. To keep the moisture sealed in. Rather than using aluminum foil, just char the outside of it. Maybe would have been a better way. Living there. No matter what, it's food, right? Bugs. I'm trying to get rid of them, but you know how the FBI is. They work in mysterious ways in your food. Planting chips in your food. It's just a bug. Reprogramming you. I must go consume. Let's see. Pretend like we just started at 8:40. All right, we'll say 8:40. 8:40. 8:40. 40. 40. Actually, it's 8. It'd be 20 minutes if I leave it until. It'll be 10 minutes if I leave it in there and you can't cook a steak that big in 10 minutes. Just get fucking real. It don't matter what the damn temperature is. Not that big by that big. Nope. Not in 10 minutes. Maybe pork chops. Flip, 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 flip. They're done. Yeah. Walk around with a t-shirt. Scan me. One of them codes. They click on. Well, what dating site? Rob will be your lover this evening. That'd be funny if you did make a shirt like that and people zapped you. Be like, oh, you live at you got some raunchy videos on your live station here, bro. You got your social security number open. Might want to be careful with that, brother. Wow, I didn't mean to set it up that way. I just thought it was a cool code. Yeah. Let's take a selfie. Click. All right, I got your number. Hey, people market themselves in most unusual manners. Let's be real. If you're 24 and a guy walks in spitting $100 bills, sporting 14 diamonds, gets in his Porsche. Actually, I'd rather not have a Porsche. I would love to drive a Lamborghini. I would. I don't know. I'd like to try it. You know, maybe I won't like it. But who wouldn't want to have a Lamborghini? There's some trucker with boots on going, I'm 6'4". I don't believe I'll fit in a Lamborghini. I'd be like, I'm 5'4" and weigh 120 pounds. This Lamborghini don't even know that I am in here, other than pushing buttons, trying to keep it between 0 and 145. Nope, that's 190 miles an hour. Well, I better back off a little bit. People waving you, go, go, go. Gone. I used to watch. You remember that movie, The Hornet? It was, a superhero back in the day, black and white. That movie, and it would play throughout the theme, and you was going. I don't remember back then because it apparently did not bother us because it was on a black and white TV and we had shitty speakers. We figured that was the static in the background. You watch it today on live 720 with a headset on. Man, that tone is like freaking irritating. Oh my God. You have to listen to it with the mute on. Yep, Kato. Yeah. I was going to make a playlist of all of the ones that I could find and try to. I can't keep them in order, but I can find them usually. And if you can't figure out, well, it says season 1, episode 1, season 3, episode 4, season 1, episode 2, and figure out, well, maybe one of them's out of sequence, and just click on which one you want. If you want to reorganize my list for me, cool. But I have to find them manually. And YouTube don't have them listed. In fact, they don't even want you to share them. Why, I don't know. I think 450 is a little bit too high. Actually, open it up some helps a little bit. I left the aluminum foil open just a crack, and it's starting to get some crustacean stuff on the outside, with steam coming out and, the salt and all this stuff mixing now. I had it too enclosed. It doesn't like that, apparently. I'd add some beer in it if I felt like it. I might feel like it in a minute. I made a little spout on the aluminum foil. I'm going to pour some beer in it, maybe. Not enough to hurt a damn thing. Just enough to get some juices flowing. Wow, that is still warm, though. Yeah, see, it hasn't even been 10 minutes, so that can't be ready. I've only got this channel open right now. Are you live right now also? Tom stopped by, but I believe Tom stopped by, but he didn't go and tell Juju or anybody I'm here. I think Tom's ashamed to be associated with me. I guess they judge. I think personally he likes me and all, but you never know, you know. And I go, oh, I'm friends with, and everybody goes, oh, I hate that son of a bitch. How can you be friends with him? They don't say anything. They just like, whatever. You end up getting a cold shoulder and you don't even know what you said wrong. Shit happens, man. Because they don't have anybody to pull them together in one dynamic team. Taken individually, they're fine people. There are exceptions, even in any group of fine people, that are not. They're just out to. And then they're happy and everybody else doesn't miss anything. They're like, oh, well, we were just talking to them anyway. Well, hell, you're just talking to each other anyway. I mean, what's so special about you saying, hey, I'm going to go get me a beer. I'm going to go get me. I'm Williams Broadcasting. Here is, I'm growing all of this marijuana in my house. What's so special about you? Is your marijuana better than everybody else? If I am going live and saying, this is my marijuana, you hate me? Look at him. Evil caricature. Really? I posted your video and then post my face in it. This my grow? It's your fucking grow. You hate it so much, burn it. One stick at a time. What can you do, you know? I need to water this tree. My knee keeps popping out. I'm going to try to keep it popped back in. Got to keep exercise, you know? Even if you have to make up shit. What am I going to do now? I don't know. I'll walk around in a circle. That'll give me some exercise. Oh, man. It's boiling. I don't think I did a very good job. Medium rare. I don't give a shit, do you? Move. Oh, go on. Move, baby. Move. Good girl. Good girl. Basically, this has been cooking for a half hour now. You go outside? Go outside? Molly had to go outside to go potty. Yeah, I'm not really hungry, but I'm anxious to see how it tastes. So I'm trying to rush it up, which is stupid. If I was hungry and trying to rush it up and go, it's good enough. But I want it to taste good. Because I want to slice it up and put it with tomatoes and lettuce in a sandwich. And just have blood dripping off of it, kind of basically. Barbecue sauce, mayonnaise, just mix it, you know? If I had ketchup, I'd be putting ketchup on it. Get some potatoes, hash brown them out. Right on. Good girl, Molly. Did you go potty? You just go outside because I opened the door and said go outside. Good girl. We'll give it a little bit more time and we'll call it done. Twice as much food as I'll eat in one night. So if all of them are set exactly that way, it stays at 325 exactly down there. Pretty close. What you doing, Psycho? Don't block the aisleway, honey. Come on. Move. You're just gonna stand there, aren't you? I got this table. This table is taking up 3/4 of the way across this entryway into my house. Molly is standing between this outside area and inside my house, wagging her tail, breathing at me, looking at that barbecue pit, asking me, is it done yet? Is it done yet? Is it done yet? Oh, no. Let's wait and see. Worst could happen, it's overcooked and she gets the whole damn thing. She ought to be more patient. That's pretty close to about time. I'm gonna let it settle. I call it settle, relax, whatever the hell you call it. Inactive heat. Let it age, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. As I said, I'm not hungry right this minute. I'm just doing this to have food to cook. So I know the basic recipe of how to cook it. By the way, these plates get hot if you leave them up on top of 350 degrees. I think I'm going to cut it in the kitchen. I just put it in this bowl here. That way it'll preserve all the juices. I've got a whole stack of firewood below me that I'm stacked walking around. So that's why I'm doing these weird contortions. There's a stack of firewood in front of my barbecue pit. I think I'm going to stop it from cooking anymore right now. Drop some of this heat out of here. That'll drop it back down to about 200 degrees until I go get it. Basically, just using it as a heat warmer. You know, like a heat warmer, whatever you call it, heat warmer. Keep shit warm and don't dry it out. There we go. All right, now I don't have to worry about anything. Oh, yeah. I gotta turn off outside lights. No use in spending too much electricity. Leave all these doors open. It's about, whoops. It's about 90 degrees out on the back porch. About 90 degrees. In other words, it's We're not freezing to death in here, that's for sure. 70 degrees outside, and that's 300. And this got heaters on and stuff. I'm running about 87 degrees inside my house right now. And it smells like food the entire house. Steak. So I can understand how Kamali wants something to eat. I don't have to be hungry and smell a certain type of foods and instantly decide I am hungry. Yeah, Molly used to have pretty sharp. She's still got sharp teeth, but they're longer. She's not lost any. That's pretty amazing. I used to brush her teeth. She hated that shit. You brush a dog's teeth with a toothbrush, they instantly look at you like, really, Dad? For why? What are we doing here? They do have like a washcloth you can put on your hand and rub on their teeth if you're willing to risk a finger. I got a new pipe. The bubbler in it's made differently. See? It's horizontal. See how the bubbler is? On this one, obviously, this is where you put your tobacco in. And there's a line way up here. So you basically fill the water. It's a little bit low right now. Because if you hold it level, the water is supposed to come up to about here. But when you draw through it, the horizontal lines, the water, air comes down through it. Watch. Can you see how that goes through the water? So then in the chamber, this doesn't have any hot things, and it's like a filter. Pretty neat little gadget. Yeah, it's a water bong. I got that one on sale from $65 to $35. I paid 35. Not a bad price, 35 bucks. I wouldn't go buy a bunch of them. I just don't drop them because they're glass. Easy to clean, easy to break. Not terribly expensive, hard to find the same exact type. This one is very, very easy to clean because it doesn't have chambers and chambers and chambers. It's easy to see through, so I can tell when, to change the water, because the water is supposed to be like, if you can't see through this water, Then it needs to be cleaned, pour it out, put fresh distilled water in it. I got it 2 days ago. I've used it 4 times and I've cleaned it once. Yeah, you can't. You'd have to get crushed ice to pour into it because the only inlet is through here. You got to pour the water in through here. You can pour the water in through there, but it's proportionally. This is 3 times bigger than this, so you have to pour slow, or it's like putting teacups in the top. Just pour water in here. When it comes out the top, pour some of it out and hold it level, and say, "Oh, that's good enough." Let all the stuff drip down and get to ripping. We used to make them out of PVC. PVC pipe, put a lid on it, drill a hole, find a stem, super glue that shit together. Got a bung with a intake about that big around PVC pipe. You just stick your whole face in it. You want to empty it? Empty it. Pour crushed ice. Put full ice cubes in. Yep, about 3 inches around. You can pour the ice in it that way easier. This one's about the size of nickels around the top. Nickels, like if you have a roll of quarter nickels. My old one was about the size of quarters. But this one, because I don't have a real, it just kind of, you just put your top lip against here and just kind of sip in like your sippy cups. You don't have to put, your whole mouth around it or nothing. I would look odd. Oh yeah, chamber pipes. Man, I remember back in the day when we used to make chamber pipes. That's something I haven't seen any. They got like some of them are like $500. I'm looking at them. They got all fancy stuff, and the like the only coloring on this one is just it's got a light blue. See, this just dirt. See, it's a very very light hint of blue color. That's the only color glass. The rest of it's crystal glass. Well, clear glass, we'll call it. But this is blue. This is just sediment. Obviously, if I that did old pot, that all that is. But they never touch. I bet that steak's ready to be cut up. I better go get on that. I'm gonna go look at this. I have determined that I don't care what it looks like. It tasted good before. It's going to taste better now. So that's my way of saying I declare this officially completed. Yes, Molly, I do believe you're correct. Good girl, Molly. Good girl, Molly. Good girl, Molly. It turned out pretty good. Oh, come, baby girl. We'll get some more in a minute. Come on, baby. Good water, good water. Good. Good water. Or better? Good girl. Go outside. Go outside. Buddy, go outside. Go, 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 go. Good girl, Molly. Good girl, Molly. Tummy better? Tummy better? Good girl. No better. For $20, that's a pretty good sized piece of steak. It's not the best cut, but price of beef is so expensive. I think it was $18 or 27. Of course, I'd rather have something, you know, ribeye or sirloin, but that was 3 pounds for $20, and maybe actually 3.97. I don't know. It's pretty close to 4 pounds, so I cut it in half. That's 2 pounds I cooked. Don't really need to eat 2 pounds of. Yeah, of course, once it's cooked, it doesn't weigh 2 pounds still. It's $10 steak, and I get 3 meals out of it. Heck with that, man. I ain't no bad. Yeah, if you get them pre-cooked and I mean pre-cut, I just go with a big piece of meat that don't have too much. I can tell when it's cut, butchered properly, pretty much. I got hamburger. I call it roll hamburger. I got hamburger. You ever see a roll of hamburger? Roll hamburger. Roll of hamburger. Check this out. This cost 15 bucks, I believe. $15. 70% lean. It's not the most lean, but it's 70% lean. I need to cut it and freeze half of it, but I'll show you. It's what it's. I mean, it's just straight up called ground beef. I mean, it don't get more simpler than ground beef to kind of figure out that's hamburger. But I like it because you don't have. You could just like if you just slice it about that thick, however thick you cut it. That's a perfect size around for a hamburger. So I'm gonna cut it about in half and then take half of it and freeze it. And maybe I'll cut, like to here, I'll cut this much because that's two thick sandwiches. That's quite a few sandwiches you can get out of something this big. But it's just beef. It's just it don't have no weird shit ingredients. If it does, so does everybody else. I don't freaking know. Looks to me like everything's upside down when you read it that way. It says to cook at 160 degrees. I don't read all these directions. I just know how it's supposed to taste. It ain't the most leanest in the whole wide world. There's all their safety warnings. It says don't stick blah blah blah. If you don't know how to cook a hamburger, start off smaller. Yeah, that would go good with I could instead of making a hamburger, you know how you just chop up the hamburger and make it into like what you would put in stroganoff and stuff like that. You can, beef stroganoff with hamburger. I mean, lots of things really. Got a little bit of when it cooks up, juice it'll drip down. Keep the fire going. Psh, psh, psh. I forgot to get ketchup, so I just use barbecue sauce. But I do like a little ketchup every now and then. Maybe I'll go into a McDonald's and look like I'm gonna order something, and then shake my head when I get through the line a little bit and go, "Oh, glass of ice water. Get your glass." Go over there and steal all their ketchup. Put it in your pocket. They got fancy ketchup in little packages. I ain't paying $20 for a hamburger. I just need ketchup. Glass of ice water. We're set. I'll give you 30 cents for a glass of ice water and all the ketchup I can carry. It's all right. I've got plenty of steak to cook. I wonder if I can still freeze that. I haven't thawed it. I mean, it's thawed, but maybe I'll cut that part in half again, cook half of it, and freeze the other half. Yeah, I got to restock my freezer tomorrow. All this stuff is in the chilling area right now, so it doesn't get contaminated. I don't I don't really know what to do with hog's head. Look at like wow, these are some ugly looking critters. Cheese, I understand. But I was still talking about, meat market. You moved to the because I'm like, I don't know, I guess you boil a hog's head and mix ingredients to make cheese and but they just call it that. It has a very pungent taste, but it's not really made from boiling a hog's head. If it is, don't tell me. I don't want to know. It is? Oh well, I don't care. I don't eat it often enough to really contemplate or worrying about it. I just usually have Colby, mozzarella, and cheddar, the mild cheddar. Mm. Oh, my pain pills are doing absolutely nothing. Yeah, but the elder ladies that know how to home cook country style also know how to survive and keep others to surviving also off of what's good food. I don't need to use that much aluminum next time I cook the other half of that London broil. That's about how I cook a pot roast and stuff also. Aluminum foil on the grill. I had a guy that was a truck driver. He gave me 2 cases of chicken. The Tyson chicken. He gave me 2 cases off the back of his semi. We had chicken for. I froze a lot of it. I have a big stand-up freezer. That'll take 2 shelf areas just to stacked chicken in a freezer. Think what he did was on the order he over ordered 4 boxes, and then he paid the company back at the original purchase price for the lost boxes. And he gave me 2 boxes, and he had a box because he didn't have a big freezer, and he gave a box to his grandma and them. It was about Christmas time. Damn box weighs 100 pounds each. A lot of damn chicken. Already cut in little ready to sell packages. Straight up free. But he never hardly done nothing like that. I think it was just one of them special things that accidentally happened and he didn't know what to do with it and he didn't want to throw it away. You can't return it, it's like you can't return certain things. So if it's been on the truck and it was shipped and they said no, we don't want it, and he ships it back to the warehouse, they say throw it in the trash can. He's like, bullshit. I could take this home. you know, it was still frozen. Somebody touched it or something. I don't know. Sometimes shit like that happens. Maybe it was Christmas gift from his trucking company. Everybody got free extra, whatever the hell was being hauled. All right, we ordered 4 boxes of whatever you're hauling. Guys who were hauling beers, like, cool. I'm getting together with the people who got extra boxes of chicken to take home. We're gonna have a barbecue and a keg. You can't give them a Christmas bonus. Hell, give them some damn food. Don't be a fuckhead. Is it 50 pounds? Yeah, okay, 50-pound boxes. I figured it was. I knew there's dang heavy when I went to pick it up. So 2 boxes would have been 100 pounds. Yeah, but it's still a lot for just me and my wife. I mean, my wife was bigger than me, obviously, but you know, 100 pounds of chicken will feed more than 2 people for quite a while. And it wasn't all like a box of drumsticks and a box of, it was like drumsticks and thighs, in one box. So you could just cut them in half. Hell, family size. So you got both. And the other was the what I guess they're like wings or something, and they don't have no skin on them. 50 pounds of that, and they don't have no bones in them. It's just like pure freaking chicken. Like, I don't know, maybe it's lab made or something, but it's gonna melt in your mouth shit. Petite, I don't know. You can't call a man petite, but I would be considered skinny. We had a couple of places. I haven't found somebody who can make a decent Boston butt, except for a few. Like Miss Faye can cook it at home. But as far as commercial industries that pop up and they say, you know, barbecue butts and stuff like that, they don't. I don't know. They don't make it like Mama made it. You know what I mean? But yeah, as far as the meat is concerned, if you know what the heck you're doing, or at least experiment a little bit, yeah, that's damn good meat. If anybody's watching, this is not a vegetarian station. We're talking food, protein, steak, baked potato, gravy. Anybody wants to chime in? Tell us how to make biscuits. For that, we just look at the kitchen lost. I don't know, flour, yeast, eggs, milk. Got 4 things juggling in 7 pots. I'm still with you, Rob. I'm gonna click around a little bit and see where my net stands right this second. So you'll see me oddly staring at the screen in indiscriminate directions, probably. You know the drill. I don't know how to do it any other way. All right, where are we? Okay, I see. Otherwise, I was just reading your chat. I'm not able to read your chat right now. That's what I'm trying to accomplish with articulation of speaking. Connect. 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 History of connect. Okay, connection. Live stream. Rob is still here. I'm not afraid to smoke in front of people. I got a half an ounce yesterday, half an ounce. Two different varieties. I'm still working on trying to blend them. I got a new type of vape pen also. They gave me a free pen, and the cartridge is strawberry. So I don't know if you remember back in the day, the Beatles, and you used to roll a joint, and the paper you used to roll it in a strawberry joint, and it would have, you'd smoke the joint. It was cents a million, obviously, but when you taste it, it was like strawberries. I mean, if you close your eyes and somebody put like a cotton ball or something, no, don't put a cotton ball. Everybody hates chewing cotton balls, but something of the same, because you would, in other words, the taste came through without the chewing of the strawberry. It was like straight strawberry, dude. These, the one I got, it's called strawberry. It's a 97% THC, but it literally does taste very, very similar to the old 70s style strawberry sativa indica. It had that high, no seeds, but it tasted like freaking strawberry. They don't have that in flower weed anymore. They have to, they distill the THC out, then mix strawberry flavoring, and then put it all together, and then re-oil it, and then throw away the stuff that ain't good and package the other shit. They used to have a plant that tasted like that. You just cut it off the plant, dry it, grind it, put it in a piece of paper, and it tasted like that. 10% THC, tasted better, and you felt better. This 3,000% THC bullshit is way overblown. Oh yeah. Those, the easy wipes. Yeah, all I got's the jokers. I was trying to remember how the fuck. That's probably it. They sell the easy wipes, but they're like $3.75. Man, I want to learn. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna try that with but I've got some kind of kush and something else on the flower. It doesn't taste nothing like strawberry. Yeah, banana. Banana. Chachama. I do believe my eyes have finally subsided on the crazy itching. It may be smoke that kind of irritates it, even though it's just smoke from a barbecue pit. That might be what kind of kicked him up a little bit, also. I'm going to try something, Rob, and I think this should work. Stopped raining pretty much outside. The storm's past us. The trains are running. It's 10:21. Smoke a joint. Home. HOME. I just write home because I have to write something in order to figure out which station. I'm going to share a link. Link, share. Accomplished live. Yeah, it was. I mean, it was literally. It didn't come in no weird packages or no shit like that. It was just freaking weed. It came in a. We didn't even have Ziploc bags, buddy. We had bags that you'd have to do this, right? You'd put it in your bag. Here, you want a bag of weed? Right? They would open the bag. They take a handful of dry. They sit it in the bag. They close the bag. You take the bag and you roll it, right? And the bag, however made, has like a longer flap in the back, and in the front, it has what we call a foldy area. So you would wrap it, you would take and tuck that top part, then you would take and you would fold it, and then you would hand it to them. Like, there, that's a bag of weed. Now, if you get an eighth of a bag, then they have to do this. Roll it up. They don't even bother with the flappy part. They just keep rolling until you got a dime bag. And then they lick the top of the bag and say, "Here." And you have a cigar bag of weed. That's how it was packaged. You could do a DNA sample that way. All right, we will check who licked this bag last. We clearly see James was the dealer of this bag. No, 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 no. Batman solved it. Whoop de freaking do. They can't even find a bag of cocaine in the White House. You think I'm really scared of them today? Fuck, back then I was like, all right, cool, here's your 20. Turn your radio up. Be in the high school parking lot. Ba-bam, ba-bam, ba-bam. Bag of weed! Excuse me. All right, I dropped a link in here. You are not banned from there. It is a music station. You may not be a mod, but it's Sarah Storm. It's not the one you're banned from. It's it's done differently. I'm typing there now. I don't think what we talk about is any different. Link LINK on my. Okay, I've been making what we call it, London broil. Yeah, London broil. LOUNDERAOL. Oh well. London Lunder. I've been making barbecue. LIVE. See, if you can't hear me, say Storm will, that's what I said. I don't know if he'll mod you, but you're very welcome to come here. If you get attacked, I will be thoroughly embarrassed, and I think that they may surely know that of me, given my personality. In fact, anybody that drops in my station can drop by there. Yeah, see, yes. Welcome back. I just say welcome back. But you can clearly see it doesn't say Sydney Metals Print. You see what I mean? Now, Emmy and a lot of others aren't here. So, like I said, that they usually what the thing about the thing, the uh, you know, you know, Know. You know, the thing about you know, always keep them guessing. See, that it's a little bit more fun when we can have humorous conversations. Also, they may mod you or not. I don't want to push it because sometimes you used to be able to do it, sometimes you couldn't. Depends on who it is and all like that. Yeah, just don't keep asking. I mean, sometimes they get like. Remember, this is a song request station, so song request INEX in excess. Oh, oops. I'll type that out as oops. Um, SR song request Devil Inside DEAVLEINSIDE. I can type out. Oh, it did pick it up. Shit. Oh, well, actually, I got two of them because it picked out one, but it wasn't the same one as I had picked out. So I got two. I'm going to leave this one open. But predominantly, I just want to make sure that nobody else is there. WHYNOTBOTH, Quandary. Why not both? Oh, good. Don't matter. I don't know what they're playing, so this is kind of a little bit defeatful. Oh yeah, they're playing. They're playing heavier music than I normally listen to. They're playing a little bit heavier music than I normally listen to. But that's the thing is it's variable. It's like it won't necessarily always stay on that particular tones. Yeah, since there's only 2 or 3 people there, they're not talking very much, are they? Oh, they're talking about Nightbots. I get it. Good girl, Molly. It's okay, honey. Yeah. I don't know what happened exactly, really. I can understand if he jumps, but he didn't post a link, and when I go to his station, it doesn't have anything listed as live this minute. So I don't know if he went and jumped to, I don't know where the hell he went. uh, I don't know what he did. This would be the normal one. I don't think he smoothly transitioned somehow. It's the only thing I can figure. Didn't. I must have missed something. The only thing I could figure is I must have missed something. Oh, it was quite good. I didn't eat very much. I just chopped it into little bite-sized pieces. So when I walked to get something, I just, like little treats. I can't get the little spinny thing to spin to light my lighter. I hate when that happens because it rips your thumb off. I'm trying to get this to light so I can light that so I don't have to keep lighting things. I find my all-purpose lighters. These are my all-purpose lighters. They don't fit well in your pocket. They are not waterproof. But they work. And then I find this all-purpose lighter. And off an incense stick, I light this. So I have a lighter that'll stay lit for about 6 days, maybe 7. And this is incense. It's vanilla incense. And maybe this one, I don't know. But it's incense. So it makes the house smell like whatever the hell it smells like. Deodorant. Yeah, this is Hyde pot smell deodorant. I was just trying to come up with a song. I requested In Excess because pretty much that was the first thing that came to my mind, really. Because I couldn't think the way you have to ask, because it does an automatic lookup. It's basically what they've got it set to some kind. There's a program that I can download it for mine, but I don't want to add all these wheels and bells and whistles on my station because frankly most people don't use it. It's too much to have to deal with for me. Because you gotta admit, I don't have 10 to 20,000 viewers. Not normally. One time I got arrested, I got up to 1,000 viewers. They're like, hey, I was recording me getting busted with police coming in with guns in my house. That got a shit ton of views. About after that, they closed my Auntie J Me account down forever. I was a convicted criminal in the court of everybody. My viewers were cheering me on. Fight that motherfucker! This bullshit, they're coming in your house. I was proud of my audience. Put in my hands, stand there, wait for the next punch in the gut. They threw me in the cop car. We went and reviewed the evidence with me and my lawyer. One of the cops, after they escorted me, thought about it, turned around, and walked back towards the camera, and he goes, "Goodbye," and he cut the feed. It didn't even show him closing the door. For all I know, I was robbed while I was in jail because they left the front door open. Fucking crackers. Busting my house, arresting my ass. I'm not going to jail for 30 years to life. As a matter of fact, I bet in about 4 months you're going to let me off and I will have no record. As soon as somebody gets the word that there is videotape of you abusing my ass, and it's bullshit charges. I'd like to see in the search for it. What are you searching for? We want a gun. Next week, you see up on the cops daily special, used gun department. My exact 357 with the serial numbers still entrenched. He stole a gun. It took 3 cops to try to jail me just to steal a 357. Granted, it was a very, very special gun. But come on, man. Just because I say, okay, I got a 9mm, don't mean break in so the cops can sell my gun out on the street. I'm all for sharing, but bullshit. If I could figure out where the hell Storm went, I'll try to broadcast my station there. Maybe obviously they want to listen to music, and that's cool too. But I find it entertaining to talk to about 10 or 15 people at once. Sometimes I like to watch 10 or 15 people talk and just go, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Gives my vocal cords a rest. Yeah, he came back on. He must have had a bit of trouble with the link. Uh, I have to type something. See, it's still okay now. He came back on under a different link. You know how they jump links? They do that because they're trying to keep from getting copyrights, but they're playing it a little bit more cure. Excuse me, clear. I'm not particularly interested in the music right this second. I just like to have the people to talk to. Some people join the police force because they actually physically like to hurt others. They derive pleasure in getting away with it. It's my honest opinion. I've seen pathological people in my life. I don't know if it's gonna piss Storm off or not, but I'm gonna tell him I'm live. I want to see if anybody comes over here. There are mods here on my station also. See if can flyby FLYBY my LIBEAND. I'm just going to blatantly ask. Hit the thumbs up. HITSDTHEATHUMBBS. Up. Not J. U. B. That's all spelled for that. It's spelled correctly. Think. L-I-N-K. And then to be courteous, Rob, what I do is I go on their station because I asked them to come over to my station. Is I go back to where I can read us here, and then I put, okay, this is Storm's new link because he did that awkward jump. So if they come over here, they can come by and say hello, and then they know that that's Storm's link. STORMSLINK. They may not come, but however, you see what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to help others and still broadcast live. Oh, they'll never hit me. They don't hit me. I can leave this running for 24/7. But I mean, I can't leave it running for 24/7 because sometimes I move it next to me and I get naked and get in bed, and it will be filming. No, that will exceed some nudity laws in the YouTube propaganda law, and they will shut my shit. And it don't matter if I'm, bronze. Hey, brother. I just want to drop by. I just wanted people to drop by and see if they could hear me. I'm adding you as a mod. It may be because of how you jump back and forth that you're not always coming here as a mod. It should be an instant mod, in other words, but I think it's got something to do with your privacy settings. I don't know how to set it up. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Cool. I'm listening to your station also. I'm just trying to get people to hit the dang thumbs up button. See if it does anything for YouTube, so maybe, I can get new viewers and shit like that. No, I was hit with copyrights once. I had my headset on, I was singing to a song and they hit me with the copyright. Either it echoed through my voice properly or what, I don't know. I'm like, how could I do not sing really exactly the same as John Denver. It must have been in their algorithmic. No, I skip that. When I go and play, when I go back to Storms, and I push the play button, then you guys can't hear me, and I have to go resort to typing, but it doesn't stop me. I can hear his station in a second. Hang on, which button did I push? Fuck. Sometimes I push buttons too quickly, and it confuses myself. All right, what button am I on? Uh-oh. I broke it. I broke it. I broke it. I broke it. Broke it. How the hell did I break it? Do you know there's a lens covering that's on this that shouldn't be there? I was wondering why it looked blurry. Huh. I broke my toy. How did I bleeding manage that? Alright. Now I have to go to an alternate station. Find out what the hell I did. Goofy damn machine. Blah, 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 blah. I don't care what it says. I'm telling you what doesn't work and what does. Hmm. You should have no problems. You should be sitting here and I could tell you, you got a problem now? So did I. Don't fucking lie to me. I know when there's a problem. Dumbass. To me? Like that. Listen, if it can, I'm probably kicked anyway.